Well, happy birthday to me. So I just turned 45 this past May. And so I thought, oh my goodness, what better way to celebrate my 45th birthday than to share with you some skin and beauty tips that I've learned over, 45 years really. I'm in the throes of learning everything, in the thick of it. And so I thought I have got to share all that I have learned so far. Well, not all of it, but at least 45 tips with you. So today's episode is going to be a solo one because it was my birthday, wonderful birthday, very low key. No big trips, just had dinner with the family and I did go on just a weekend getaway with one of my close girlfriends. And that was nice. We just went up to the mountains and just enjoyed some fresh mountain air. And that's always good just to get away just a little bit. So I want to dive right in with you with some tips that I have learned. So if you don't know me by now, my name is Lindsay. I am a licensed esthetician and a spa owner. And I have seen so many ladies as clients in my spa over the years. I've been an esthetician for over 12 years. So really have seen so many different types of skin conditions, skin texture, ages of the skin, like everything. And with me personally, I am experienced definitely skin changes and have really just educated myself and found out a few things that work really well. So let's dive in. So first of all, inside out. That really is so important. I really see foods as medicine, and your gut really is the center of it all, especially with, your skin. So you can really tell somebody's health when you look at their skin, if there's something going on, and if they're eating properly and taking care of their skin. A lot of things have to do, that I'm learning about, is inflammation. And it's so important to control two things, your inflammation and your cortisol. And that is actually just an ongoing daily thing. So a few people that I follow that helps me with the food as medicine and just learning about foods and health, particularly just the overall body of aging, is Dr. Andrew Huberman. Love his podcast. He's great. Subscribe to his newsletters. Dr. David Sinclair just bought his book, Lifespan. Watch his YouTube's podcast, read his books. He's great. Dr. David Berg, I follow him a lot for food information and fasting information. And overall, he's got some really great tips as well. And Bobby Parrish, I've been following a lot for his food. He is a lot about food, on healthy food. His handle is Flav City on Instagram, FLAVCITY on Instagram. I learned so much about foods that I did not know about. And particularly with him, ingredients on food. Learned so much about, oh my word, just recently he posted about olive oil, eggs, butter, all the oat milks or nut milks, I should say, to learn about. So he's great to learn about all that he's given information about. But also he's got some recipes on his website. That's Bobby Parrish. And I've made a few and they're really good. I made the Moroccan chicken stew. That was delish and lasted me like my whole week. So, well, if I go at this pace with just one, we're going to be here for a while. But I have so much of goodness to share with you guys. But I had to share those people that I follow a lot and get a lot of information from. They have really made a difference in my life and just learning about everything. They also talk about hormones, and hormones are the life of your skin and just your body, obviously. So I learned to embrace how they have changed my body, my skin, but also learn, how can you help your body adjust to your hormones? At 45, everything really does change, and your hormone levels, your hormones really control your body. So your hormone levels drastically change your skin. Changes your weight, your skin, everything. I will say, and I'll talk about it a little bit below, but fasting, especially intermittent fasting, has really, really helped me. adjust to my hormones. It just has leveled things out and has just made such a difference in my skin and even controlling my weight, my energy levels. There's so many things, so many good benefits. So definitely, I'll talk about that a little bit below. Number 3, skincare. I really believe you need to combine it with modalities, 100%. And this is going to go along with number 4. I'm going to tie that into light therapy, LED lights. That is, to me, an absolute must to add into your routine. You're reaching your mitochondria. It's not some woo-woo, fluffy, okay, LED light. No, you're going to have changes that are deep within your body that are going to make a difference and come out in your skin. And I use Soluma. That is really one of my preferred light panels. I have other ones, but when I put that Soluma on, whoa, it is just such an incredible difference. I just love it. They're not sponsoring this podcast. I have several in my spa that I use on clients, and I've just seen incredible results with my clients and myself. Light therapy has been around for a while. I feel like it's having its day right now, its moment, and you just want to make sure you have the right modality, which I could do in a podcast about just light therapy, actually. But please add that to your routine. It is a must in my book. So again, number 3 and number 4, have modalities. And modalities are things like light therapy, microneedling, high frequency, things like that. Okay, number 5. This is going to surprise you. I don't know. I kind of say this sometimes in other podcasts, but this is when you're probably, I would say, when you're in your 40s and you start to notice that your skin is starting to be a little bit more drier because our oil production is a little less. Well, when that happens, and you'll know, believe me, in the morning, I don't always wash my face. I use my natural oils and just blend everything in. Now, unless I have a breakout, or I'll just spot treat that area for the breakout. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in. If I feel extra like grimy, or if I used retinol the night before and I can tell like I had a lot of sloughing off, then I will use just a micellar wash, very gentle. I'm going to just do like one swipe over for that. So that is one of my top tips, is when you are more mature in your skin, you keep your oils on your skin. Don't wash your face so we can keep that barrier intact. Number 6, chlorophyll. So good, has such amazing benefits as reducing toxins and boosting red blood cells. So when you see obviously leafy green vegetables, look at chlorophyll, as this is going to be amazing for my skin and helping reduce toxins. So you can get chlorophyll naturally by eating leafy greens or you can, and other green vegetables, or you can add chlorophyll drops when you haven't been able to get to that day. Then I'll add some chlorophyll drops in my water. So I'm making sure that I at least get it somehow that day. You don't really need to do both because you don't want to overdo your chlorophyll. So just watch your intake of chlorophyll. I do like salads, some types of salads. Don't like all types of salads, but I do like fun salads to put together. And I look at that salad as, okay, I'm getting all my chlorophyll, which is awesome. So my skin is going to look good and reduce toxins. 7, I love beauty patches. Love silicone patches for my forehead, for my entire face, for chest, my hands, like patch me up, okay? The wrinkle patches, so you see a lot of those. There's different ones in the market. Currently right now I'm using CO beauty patches. I have used those for a few years now. They just work. They're very nice. They work. They're basically making your skin just thirst for, well, it's not giving your skin the oil that it needs. And so the moisture, starving your skin for that. So it's making your body produce its own hyaluronic acid or moisture and like pulling it up in there. So it's filling in that wrinkle. That's why you have to continually use them. But any type of skincare, we're in maintenance mode all the time. That's what people want, an end result, and leave it there. And my way of thinking is this is a continual thing. These are a lot of tips, but we've got to keep on. It's just like exercise. You don't stop exercising when you get to where you want to be. You keep on going. It's the same thing with your skin. It is in maintenance mode all the time. Number 8, use oils. I do love oils. Jojoba is my favorite oil. It is the oil that is closest to what our own body produces. So I do love a great jojoba oil, perfect for facial massage, also using guasha stones. I do love that. I love using an oil as my first cleanse, and then I use another cleanse after that because it just attracts all your makeup, all your different things that have gone on your face that day like a magnet, meaning, dead skin cells, any kind of pollution that has gone on your skin, anything. Just you're getting the day off of you, and oils are wonderful just to remove that first. Number 8, home microneedling. I love it. I use currently there's a lot of different ones in the market. I use Beauty Bio, and it has an LED attachment with it. I use it in my weekly routine. They have a small needle head or a larger one. I have both heads because I use the larger one on my body and the smaller one on my face. That is a great modality that helps your body build its own collagen elasticity. It helps with your texture, helps with your pores, helps with hyperpigmentation. It's really wonderful. Well, I'll put it this way. If you get it done professionally, you're going to see results faster. If you do the home microneedling at home, you are going to see it's going to take longer to see your results. But I just right now, currently, I prefer that. So I can just do it up at my home. And I have done both. The next step goes in with microneedling, and it is to microneedle everywhere. I microneedle on my face, my neck, my chest. A few other places that I do are my inner elbows, my eyebrows, because it can also stimulate hair growth, my hairline, my hands, the back of my thighs for cellulite. I had their facial kit and their body attachment for cellulite and elasticity. So that is what I do. So I just pretty much roll in my body. And then a great tip after that is to put your LED light on after your microneedle. You are talking about a home run there. That is great to combine those modalities. So modality combinations is wonderful to combine and see results at even a deeper level. 11, meditate daily. Reduce that stress, reduce that cortisol. It's really important when your cortisol is reduced and your stress is reduced. Of course, you are going to feel and look better. Very important. There's a few apps that I use, and I can share those in a later episode, but get an app that helps you, or a YouTube. Just find what works for you. And I think that just makes such a difference, because when you're stressed, it's really going to show on your skin and in your face for sure. And again, 12, I talked about this before, reducing inflammation in your body. It really is the underlying cause of most issues. It can really inflame a lot of things in your skin. So again, just to reemphasize, it's both a combination of your food and your cortisol. It's going to take work. I'm not going to lie. It does take work. I've had to really, really focus on, if something's stressing me out, how to resolve that quickly so I don't raise my cortisol. So it's just constant work, as with everything in life. 13, use mild water to wash your face versus hot. I like to use it because you don't want to strip your barrier. So use more of a milder water. And if you are able to finish with cooler water, cold, that's really good too. That also decreases that inflammation. Number 14, while you're doing your AM and your PM skincare, also add your lymph drainage in. It doesn't have to take long. It's just a few moves. You can research this on YouTube, find a lymph drainage video, and then implement it while you're putting on your serums and you're doing your face wash and your moisturizer. And then that way you're not feeling like you're doing this extra step. You're incorporating it into that step, so you're doing it at the same time. So you're knocking it out all together. That's what I like to do. I like to combine everything. Number 15, make sure that your supplements are what your body needs. I recommend adding a vitamin C and a D if you need it. I personally do. And of course, you'd want to talk to your doctor about your supplements that you need, but those work well with my body. I also add B12 to my day, and recently have been taking for the last month, I believe, Athletic Greens, and they have all your vitamins and minerals into one drink. I drink it right before breakfast. And if I can't make it before breakfast, then I will drink it in the afternoon. It really does boost your energy up. And I like the taste. It's got a little bit of pineapple extract in it, which makes it just touch sweet, not too sweet. And I like that. I actually crave it. I actually really like it. Number 16, look at your biotin. It's okay to have biotin, but too much can cause side effects, including like breakouts, skin rashes. So just don't overdo it. Look at the amount that you have. Ask your doctor what's recommended. But if you start to see a lot of breakouts, skin rashes, anything wrong with your skin, just kind of maybe pull that out for a little bit, see if that's what's causing that root problem. And then if it's not, you can add it back in. But if it goes away, that's what it was. Just a little SC tip for you too, because I see that sometimes with my clients. 17, if you have rosacea, you're going to want to stick with cooling items, which I like anyway. Now, if you're getting a facial, I want you to enjoy life. I think that's really important. So I still allow, believe it or not, one warm facial towel, and then I switch everything to cold because life's too short to not have that one warm essential towel, okay? And your facial. Please enjoy your facial. So I do allow that one warm facial towel, get that spa moment, and then we're going to switch to cool, which your skin will thank you for, and reducing that inflammation. 18, add a humidifier if you need to keep your skin hydrated. I do have a humidifier in my room. Now, I'm in the South, so you don't need it all the time, but especially in the winter when you have your heat on, you definitely want it. Now, I also like to leave it on just because I like the noise. My humidifier has this humming sound, and it just helps me just puts me to sleep. I use Canopy, the humidifier, so it just keeps going until the water's all taken out, so it's just less chance of like mildew and mold. I like how you can attach it, put it in your dishwashing machine so you can clean it. So it's very easy. And they send you, I'm on automatic subscription with them, so they send me my filters every few months. And then it's just, I don't have to keep track of it. So I do like adding a humidifier. It really just helps keep your skin hydrated. Aromatherapy. I like using aromatherapy. You can even add essential oils into your skincare if you like. If you do feel like you need a little bit of help, add some lavender into your cleansers, add some rosemary into your shampoo. There's a lot of things that you can do. I do aromatherapy nightly. I have a diffuser. I have a whole system going on at night. I have a whole night routine. I need to do like another podcast towards my night routine because I have a whole thing going on, but I love aromatherapy. It just lowers my cortisol. That's another tip on how to lower your cortisol. So that is so nice to use. Now, obviously, we're going to exercise. That's number 20. We want to activate your DNA repair. I do believe in exercising. You want to get everything moving and going, helps with your lymph drainage. So make sure to keep your exercise. That is definitely a winner in helping with your skin, too. We want to keep things moving. 21, I talked about this before, intermittent fasting. I really do think it's a top secret of very successful people. You'll notice that their skin looks different. They have more energy. I noticed a lot of celebrities do this too. But the growth hormone that's produced while you're fasting is key. And also it helps with disease prevention. I'm going to tie this into 22 with both fasting for intermittent and do longer ones, which is 24 hours, 48 or 72. I know that sounds scary. So I encourage you to research about this. There's a lot of information out there. Dr. Berg, I mentioned him before. He has excellent resource videos and Dr. David Sinclair actually, on intermittent fasting. I currently do intermittent fasting 16-8. So what that means is I don't eat for 16 hours and then I'll eat for 8 hours. What has personally worked for me with time is I try to stop by 4 or 4:30. For me, the reason is I love breakfast. I've always loved breakfast. I like to get up. I like to have my coffee and my creamer, and I just like to start with a hearty breakfast. Not everyone needs that or wants that. So Some people like to prefer to skip breakfast and just eat at lunch. So in that case, you can have your dinner a little bit later, all the way up to maybe 5:30 or 6, and then you would just eat your breakfast a little bit later. So find out which, time management works for you. But that one works really well. And I think you need to give your body some grace too. So for instance, I'm going out of town this weekend, and just with our schedule, I'm not going to be able to, when we need to eat, I'm not going to be able to minute fast as I wanted to. So, which is good because you kind of mix it up with your body so your body doesn't get too used to it. So I will just eat as normal this weekend, and then I'll be back on track next week. Lymph drainage on your face and body, that's number 23. I recommend to go to a lymph massage therapist first to learn all the moves. They will teach you how to do your face and your body. Your esthetician can help you with your face. A lymph massage therapist can help you do motions all on your body. So if you feel like there's other areas of your skin that are needing some attention, then definitely have that, like your ankles or under the knees where they can get, or above the knees, it can get a little bit inflamed. Maybe you need to move out your lymph there. So, and then of course, do your lymph drainage massage at night as well. Also, I encourage to dry brush before your lymph massage too. Number 24, wind down. And I like CBD. I like to wind down with CBD, and I like to wake up with CBD sometimes to help me be alert and help with anxiety. CBD is great in serums and oils to calm the skin. I really do like that. So there's different ones out there. I did a podcast about CBD at another time, and I think it was when I first started recording, actually. Well, that is 24 of my 45 birthday tips that I've learned over the years. The remaining of these tips are in our free anti-aging skincare membership, where you have access to skin resources, beauty tips, videos, discounts for skincare, community support with other skin obsessed people like me, and more. I hope to see you in there and connect and learn all of these other skincare tips that I've learned over 45 years. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.